YouTube, man? It's your boy MUSICLEE, and I'm about to check out some tune featuring some dude Ren. I hope he's good. I can't be like that. Featuring Molly McKenna, what's it say? Penitence. I did look up the word because I didn't have no clue what it was, and I wanted to understand what the word meant. So I knew what the story was about. I've never heard the word in my life. You know me. I'm not that way inclined. I'm more of a physical guy. But big shout out to John Share for this one. Big shout out to you. I really appreciate the support that you show me, and it's amazing to see people always want good for me on my channel. And so big thanks to you. Big thanks to all the Ren fans. You've been amazing to me, and I'm putting my channel in an amazing direction. So big thanks to everyone. Let's check this out. You know what time it is. Seriously Sounds on the .lgi. Let's get it.
Lately, I think I was over time in my chest, beating slower like the clouds, the color of them fade.
Mate, that would trip me out. That's tripped me out, that is. That's mad, because you can see it from two angles.
The color of them fading out, fading out. The heavy heart I carry.
Another artist I've found through Ren. This is beautiful, beautiful, controlled.
Heavy heart I carried went over your head and over mine.
Oh, that little transition, it sort of comes more of an echo as those maybe moving away. I know how Ren's gonna come on this track. I'm ready myself, man. Whatever way it's gonna come on, it's gonna be GOAT level.
Regret. I counted the days she left like a prisoner, etching markings on my skin with an old knife, scratching. Forget. You see, I wanted the physical to.
Oh.
Regret. I counted the days she left like a prisoner.
She counted the days. Wait, because I think he's trying to say.
Regret. I counted the days she left like a prisoner.
Counted the days she left like a prisoner, like a prisoner counts their days, but how many days that she left. But the way he's put it, like straight away, I thought counted the days left for a prisoner, like how many days they've got left. Oh, that's sick, man. That's sick. I'm telling you, that's sick, man. Oh, and the way that come from two angles. Like, she's left how many days, but counting the days left like a prison. Like, wait, she left. She gone. But counting the days left like a prisoner, because they counted the days. Oh, that was fire, man.
Regret. I counted the days she left like a prisoner, etching markings on my skin with an old knife, scratching. Forget. You see, I wanted the physical to my
hold on.
Skin with an old knife. She left like a prisoner, etching markings on my skin with an old knife, scratching. Forget. You see, I wanted the physical to match the psychological, and yet no matter how hard I dug, I still could not match that pain.
Regret. Man, come on, Ren, man. Come on, bro. No, the pain was never as bad as what he's going through when she left, but you think how much he was digging to Ooh.
logical, and yet no matter how hard I dug, I still could not match that pain. I longed for reasons, I sung with demons, I sat in a dark dusty room, barely moving, breathing. I chewed through my own umbilical cord attached to her navel. Wanted to be separate.
Oh, yeah, man, that's fire. That's fire. He wanted to be separate, but it was attached. You know, it's true. It happens. You get so attached to something, it becomes the habit. You know what I mean? You forget the reality of things sometimes.
Attached to her navel. I wanted to be separate. I think my mind is leaking.
Oh.
Solitude is so depleting.
I did it to myself. I know that you are faithful. I did it for my health. How come I'm still unstable?
Because she's saying she did it for her health. Do you know what I mean? That. Sometimes I think in relationships and things like that, that's the last thing you think about is your health, because you're more worried about how you feel and the situation you're in, and don't think about what it's doing you mentally. That if you sit and actually think about that when you're in a relationship or something happens and you don't think about how it's affecting you, if you don't feel how it's affecting you, you just try and find a way of making it work or better, but you don't realise the damage it's doing in any sense. That's mad. That's mad.
Know that you are faithful. I did it for my health. How come I'm still unstable? I'm falling far from hell. The suicidal angel has lost my wings and fell.
Suicide angel, I spread my wings and fly.
Angel has lost my wings and fell, falling so ungraceful, banished into hell.
I wish that I could stop crying. They say that the body is 70% water. I feel like I must have reduced mine by a considerable...
Oh man, he's switching it up. As much as this is a you know, it's that sort of a deep tune. Like, people do not get offended because I'm getting happy. Like, I have this all the time with a Bo Burnham song. Like, I've been through depression. I sometimes choose to see the positive and enjoy something. And people on it like, oh, you don't get it. Why would you be laughing, man? Because I want to laugh. Pretty much. You know what I'm saying? It's not always a laugh because I'm happy. Sometimes it's just a laugh. It's an expression. It's not always because you're happy.
They say that the body... I wish that I could stop crying. They say that the body is 70% water. I feel like I must have reduced mine by a considerable fraction.
What? What? Man, this beat's fire. What this dude, man, he can go so deep inside his soul, man, and pull things out. Like I said before, you can't. After this stuff that a lot of people talk about, that rap or sing, that you have to go through that to be able to come out and express like this. It's not something you can just make up. People will probably try it, but they're probably shit.
I wish that I could stop crying. They say that the body is 70% water. I feel like I must have reduced mine by a considerable fraction. Newton's third theory states that for every action there must be an equal and opposite counter-reaction.
I did say that, Ren. I did say that. You are absolutely 100% right. I did say that. Oh, man. I remember when I was younger, man. Like when I was really young, I used to tell people that he was my great uncle, Isaac Newton. Because obviously it's my name, fool.
Fraction. Newton's third theory states that for every action there must be an equal and opposite.
I'm gonna take that as a shout out as well. I think. Yeah, I'm gonna take that as a shout out. He shouted me out. I'm so fucking sad. It's pathetic.
By a considerable fraction. Newton's third theory states that for every action there must be an equal and opposite counter-reaction. And so I retrace my steps and try to find reasons in the arms of my demons, cause I can't find healing if I can't find meaning in conundrum. Leaning on my dumb numb feelings, how the news high beaming when I hung from ceilings when I run from demons that are living in my head and escape fate and disapparate, evaporate, evacuate and then activate fate. But I cut the brakes, now I'm driving my universe into a lake in the way. Wait.
Oh man, shut up. Every time I react to this dude, man, he puts it like, I got Eminem here, and he just puts another notch up on what this dude can do, man. It's just another thing this dude can do, man. He can't help himself. He can't help but do this flow. He can't help because it's just... He's unreal, man. He's fucking unreal.
From demons that are living in my head and leaning on my dance and try to find reaction, there must be an equal and opposite counter-reaction. And so I retrace my steps and try to find reasons in the arms of my demons, cause I can't find healing if I can't find meaning in conundrum.
I can't find... Oh, man. It's true what he's saying, though, man. I'm about to lose my mind and my voice. Trying to find reason in my arms of demons calls. I can't find healing if I can't find the meaning, which is facts. It's facts. If you don't know what the problem is, you don't know how to fix it.
Trace my steps and try to find reasons in the arms of my demons, cause I can't find healing if I can't find meaning in conundrum. Leaning on my dumb numb feelings, how the
oh my god, bro, this is fire.
The arms of my demons, cause I can't find healing if I can't find meaning in conundrum. Leaning on my dumb numb feelings, how the news high beaming when I hung from ceilings when I run from demons that are living in my head and escape.
Shut the fuck up.
Numb feelings, how the news high beaming when I hung from ceilings when I run
hanging from the sea.
From demons that are living in my head and escape fate and disapparate, evaporate, evacuate and then activate fate. But it cut the brakes, now I'm driving my universe into a lake in the way. Weight of the world, don't wait, we make mistakes when it's all a state. For goodness sake, a double take, but I don't want to eat that cake, I ruminate inside.
I'm telling you now, man, I'm telling you now. This dude's in my top 5, man. Top 5 ever. Ever! Man, I said this before and I'll say it again, man. When I first listened to Eminem, and I'll be dead honest with you, there's some fucking sick people in there. I've never ever listened to an artist since Eminem when I was 13 years old, I think I was, or 14 years old. I've never felt so much overwhelming talent and like feeling in my body until I've heard this dude. Like Dax like can rap and he's sick. But the way Ren does things, man, is something that no one does, man. No one's doing this. Not even Eminem. And Eminem is the greatest of all time. This dude does things that no one can do. He's honestly, man, he's fucking unbelievable.
My universe into a lake in the way. Weight of the world, don't wait, we make mistakes when it's all a state. For goodness sake, a double take, but I don't want to eat that cake. I ruminate inside meaning to illuminate a dark mind. I communicate without speaking, and I've seen so much I went blind-eyed. Why? I live in a lie with the lion inside. Living a lie with the lion inside of my mind. It's hungry for my sanity, I live in a lie with the lion inside. Living a lie with the lion inside of my mind. It's hungry and I don't know why. Pressure drop, deep breath, time stops, a broken, etc. ... Pressure drop, pressure drop, pressure drop. I feel it consuming, I can't stop. ... The lines join the dots and I'm tying knots. Then divide and multiply, square the root of pi, beat the puzzle. I try to keep my mind focused on the line. Hopscotch and pop rocks, I take shots.
Bro, I feel like crying, man. I do. This dude's on another level, man. But I feel this dude's pain, man. I feel it. I feel this dude's pain, and it makes me feel the pain. Like, it's crazy, man. As I said, like, sometimes you just put that talent aside, man. And like this, how strong this dude is. I mean, what this dude's gone through is horrific, man. And he's still. I mean, I know this is old, but he's obviously still. He's going through it since he's been very young. and he's able to do this, man. Anyone says Ren ain't top tier rapper, singer, artist, musician, man, unsubscribe off my channel, and I'll see you later, bro, man. I mean it.
Drop, pressure drop. I feel it consuming. I can't stop. Dot the dot. The lines join the dots, and I'm tying knots. Then divide and multiply. Square the root of pi. Beat the puzzle. I tried to keep.
What a root of pi that beat the puzzle, man. Fucking Peter Pick-a-Peckle. Oh shit, I can't do
the
this.
Dots and I'm tying knots. Then divide and multiply. Square.
He's riding this beat redonkulous, man. He's chewing this beat up and spitting it out, man.
I can't stop. Dot the dot. The lines join the dots, and I'm tying knots. Then divide and multiply. Square the root of pi. Beat the puzzle. I tried to keep my mind focused on the line. Hopscotch and pop rocks. I take shots of teardrops. When I drop a pill pop, I find peace and time stops.
Man, I'm telling you now, man. Big shout out to John, man. Big shout out to you. There's so many of you that get that. I see it in the messages, and you're the same as me with this dude. Like, it's so hard to. It's ridiculous that how good this dude is. Like, it's ridiculous that he can change the way his voice is. He literally can adapt to any beat perfectly, man. Man, I'm going, man. It's ridiculous.